Would help to remember to turn the microphone back on as well. You know, the reason I'm laughing, especially today, is because I did get on like an hour ago and got everything set up. Got everything ready to go. And then I quit OBS. And I forgot that if you quit OBS, there's a few things that you're gonna have to redo when you open it. And also, apparently I turned my microphone off. That, I don't really remember doing that. Just pushing buttons, I guess. But hey, good morning. Good morning, Lemony. How are you today? Aside from wanting to know when the next summer update is, and I think not until next month. I think they said that part 2 was in August. Which is indeed still summer. The sun in your hurricane. Aw. It's a very nice sentiment, thank you. Isabel may not have any news, but I'm glad to say on my end that Bonsai's doing better today. I was pretty worried yesterday. She had a really crummy day. She just felt, as best as I could tell, she just felt awful all day from the vaccinations. But once she had her dinner around 7 p.m., she really perked up. Perked up quite a bit. And was acting more like her old self. So Gina sent me fragrance sticks. That's very nice. Marzi sent me a beach ball. Also excellent. And Celia sent me something. I went in last night and made another snowboy, and Pascal's something I gotta remember to do on like a daily basis. No recipe from him last night, but I did get a pearl, my first pearl. Table lamp from Celia. Okay, I got like considerably too many things in my pockets. I'm gonna check turnips, and then I do have... Oh, look at that stuff right next to each other. I gotta empty my pockets, check turnips, and then I actually have a landscaping project that I'm eager to get started on. It won't be done today because I do have to commission a ramp. But maybe people have... I don't know how many people have already seen this around. Mars Girl pointed it out to me originally, like 2 days ago or something like that. But people are building ramps on their one like outcropping into the ocean, and using that as like a diving point. I didn't really mean to bury that. What was that? Was that a shirt or something? No, it was furniture. Oh, I think I have that drum set, but it's a good one. Another blue floor lamp as well, but let's get the turnip. Let's get the turnip prices. Now see, this has started looking, actually pretty bad. The Wednesday morning. And you know, I'm sure a lot of other people have said this, but sometimes I wonder, like, how tuned in to the days I'd be without Animal Crossing. Less. I think just less. Alright, so, we can see, still mostly a chance of a large spike. But we're really kind of running out of time, I think. And unfortunately, a growing chance of another decreasing week. Which that would be surprising, but it could happen. You know, nothing stopping a person from getting 2 decreasing weeks in a row. I'll definitely be checking. I've been pretty good about checking at like a few minutes after 12. Hey Lemony. What's up? Was the mic not working in that scene? I hope it was. I'm trying to do something a little bit fancier to have audio like change automatically in certain scenes. I might like 68. I love 68. The great vintage of turnip. Oh yeah, I've got way too many things. Alright, I gotta come back and buy that yellow bathing suit. Which I don't even, like... This game sometimes, I don't particularly want that yellow bathing suit. But I might as well get all of them. Or diving suit, rather. So let's just throw what I can into storage. Pink stripe. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet either. Well, you know, if I see it before you, you know, I'll let you know. Yeah. Anything else I can actually get rid of right now? I should have sold those sea creatures back there. I'm gonna put that in storage for now. Don't really know where. Yeah. The flags are cycling now. There was sort of one left that I hadn't, the one on screen actually, I don't think I had done by itself. But it did kind of get featured first because I did my Pride Pier in these colors. So I thought, let's start the slideshow. And, yeah, I might still, I mean, I figured that I probably will still be adding more flags and doing daily features. And one thing I really need to get on top of and get some information about is, like, Disability Pride Month. Because it's a pretty important topic to me as well. But for now, I'm kinda, honestly, still trying to memorize all the flags that I've got up. There's, plenty of them, I think, in total, that are cycling. Every 4 minutes it should be. And that way they all should be shown at least once during the stream. 2 more days of roof work. Sounds like a blast. At least you get nights off, I hope? Not all night construction, I definitely hope. That's the wrong button. I'm using a different controller right now. Probably gonna avoid Joy-Cons for streaming because of the drift issue. Hey Sam Steels, thank you so much for the follow. If you're not already familiar with the channel, I stream Animal Crossing every morning. And have a good time doing that. I'm just getting started today. Hi there, how's it going? Can you come to my island? I can open up in a little bit. I have some landscaping that I want to do first. Just, a project that's kind of been going around, and I want to get started on it. Oh yeah, that's for sure, Lemony. I'm doing it because I want to be, I want to be able to answer off the cuff if someone asks me what flag is on screen. But you're absolutely correct that just because anybody's a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, you don't have to have an encyclopedic knowledge at all. It doesn't make you any less, you know, actually gay or I've just had fun learning more. Started 2 days ago. Can you have some money, Sam Steele? Sure. I was just thinking about this. I'm definitely going to be more generous with my bells with people, so I can drop you some when I open my island up in a few minutes. Like I was saying, I want to get a start on this diving platform, because it won't be finished until tomorrow anyway. But I just want to get the landscaping started this morning. I wanted to do it last night, but I thought it might be fun to just get it started on stream, so I'm gonna do that now. So the way this works, by the way, I don't know if anybody's seen it, and unfortunately I can't show it off how it works exactly until tomorrow, but on, I think, everybody's island, do I have like a pointer I can use? Not really. I mean, basically, you'll see if you go around the perimeter of your island, you'll have one green part that sticks out and touches the ocean. And that's where I am right now, in the top left. And the reason I'm here, I'm gonna have to pick up all this stuff, move all these flowers. Probably gonna sell a lot of these flowers, I think. I'm not sure. So when I'm done in like 5-10 minutes, I will open my gates up and I'll post a dodo code into chat. And anybody's able to use that to come visit. I need to move all this stuff for now, because I'm going to need to raise the earth in, I think, at least a 2x2. And once I've done that, I just need to commission a ramp to get built to it. So this shouldn't take very long. Looks like O'Hare's up to something. Let's take a look at this, too. Investigate. This pouch is stuffed with something that smells delicious and is probably full of sugar. I mean, that just sounds like Al again to me, but... Waiting for those flowers to give you some moolah. Right, you got your gold rose farm going. Yeah, and if you have any questions, Sam Steels, let us know. I've been playing this game since it came out. I joke that I'm an expert. I'm really not. I know a fair bit about it. But I often end up asking, like, people in chat to double check me. Which is to say, if you do have any questions, we'd be, happy to try to answer. Is it good to time travel? It's... I feel neutrally about it. I think of time traveling in Animal Crossing as mostly a playstyle thing. I really like playing the game with the real-time clock and letting things progress naturally. But I have time traveled, like, if I've been, you know, sometimes, you're just busy on a certain day, sometimes things come up, etc, etc. And so when there's like a one-day event or something like that, I can tell you that I've time traveled to, so that I can see it. But some people just time travel as their way of playing the game. The thing is, you basically just need to know a few sort of safety tips. There's not much that can go wrong, like it won't damage your game, nobody's gonna get mad at you or anything like that. But, if you... I don't know if you've seen turnips in your town yet, there's a whole thing with buying and selling turnips. And, time traveling can ruin your turnips if you do it in the wrong direction or go too far forward. That's sort of the biggest danger. That and, like, neighbors you like might move out. That's really the other one. I gotta go get a shovel. Time traveling, like, if you want to play it like a video game instead of more like a real life. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it, for sure. Oh, I gotta get that balloon, and then I'll go buy another shovel. So I mean, time traveling is fine. You kind of want to know a little bit what you're doing. Oh, that's the other one. Yeah, weeds grow on your island every day. And normally that's, you know, no big deal because you just kind of pull them out the first time. And then, you know, 1 or 2 a day. Oh yeah, no problem. We'll throw an axe your way. I may have an extra one sitting around somewhere, in fact. If not, I can craft you one? I don't know if my store sells them. But yeah, absolutely. Do you have a preference for a sharp axe or a dull axe? Or a blunt axe, I think they call it. The difference between them is that the sharp axe will actually cut down trees, whereas the blunt axe will just produce wood from trees. Sharp, you got it. Alright, okay, sorry for these many distractions. You know, I'm doing my thing, shovel breaks, gotta go get a new shovel, see a balloon, gotta go shoot the balloon down, and now finally we're on our way back to grab a shovel. There's Monty hanging out there, that's nice. Ah, and there's Bob hanging out. Okay, I need a shovel. Sometimes I just forget what I'm doing. Okay, good. That's actually just for sale here. So I'll drop one, and I'm gonna drop that into my take stuff area before I forget, before I get any further. Lemony started watching after credits. Oh, like after you got the KK concert, the first one. So you didn't get help, you had to get tools the hard way. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could have helped you out for sure, but when I was playing, there were a couple of things that took me a few days extra to figure out, honestly, when I started playing. So those like first couple streams, you can hear me talking all the time of like, oh boy, I can't wait for like the museum to open. While I just like walk past Tom Nook and don't give him like I don't make him look at this stuff and actually get Blathers to visit. And you know, if you don't have... Do you have all the golden tool recipes yet, Lemony? I mean, that's still something people can kind of help each other out with as well. Yeah, I was mentioning that a little bit. That's a good point, Lemony. That the sharp axes will, in 3 hits, cut down the tree. So I mean, generally you want one of like both around. Museum was the first thing you got, Sam. Yeah. I know, it's... I mean, it's so long ago now that I'm not like mad about it or sad about it or anything like that, but I'm just like, I wasted like 2 or 3 days not getting Blathers as early as I could when that was really like the thing I was most excited about. You've got all the tools from nice people, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely do not have, there's a lot of golden tools I haven't seen yet. I guess I'll move this for now. It's kind of messy, but I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, so you'll notice there that I only got one wood from that tree, and that's because I should have cleared more flowers around it first. I mean, like, it could have dropped there or here, but it didn't, so it just didn't drop as much wood as it could have. Plan is to ask me to make you 20 gold water cans. And you get 20 gold, okay. Yeah, I can definitely help out with that. I still want to see, like, someday what Angel ends up doing with the 20 mushroom lamps I made her. Like, that's just gotta end up pretty cool, I feel like. Too many bang flowers. I'm gonna start getting rid of some of these, just like red tulips, I think. Ah, 50,000 for the trouble, thank you. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm just gonna move these pink ones, and then I'm going to get on with the construction here. This is taking a little bit longer than I expected, to tell you the truth. I guess I thought I'd be content to bulldoze more of it, but I'm kind of trying to clear this properly. But that's good enough. Just grab that too. Alright, so one thing you get in this game once you hit a certain point is the Island Designer app. And this is where it really breaks loose. I mean, you probably have seen this in trailers, maybe. With 1 gold now, 19 to go. Well, if you're not hitting up those mystery islands, that does seem to be the way to, you know, you gotta get those, gold rock islands. Alright, so this is how we get started here. I think I'm gonna do a big one. This only needs to be 2 wide, I'm pretty sure. And 2 long. I'm gonna feel like doing a little bit extra. Maybe just on that side, though. Wonderful. Alright, let's see if we can go get the ramp started. Yeah, that wasn't much work, was it? Almost done here. And yeah, like I said, unfortunately, the ramp will take a night to be built. So not really going to see it until tomorrow. Well, hold on now. Okay, I probably... Okay, I'll get the, I meant to talk to Tom Nook. I guess I'm checking this too. 20 tickets from not needing your files, 20 mile tickets, 20 bell vouchers, about 20 minutes. Yeah, have you seen, I saw somebody did make a thing out of Lego to push the A button for him on repeat. Just like a little Lego piston, basically, to mash out mile tickets, I think. Your A button broke! Oh no. Not actually? Oh good. That would be really a problem, I feel like. Yeah, nothing there. That's okay. I am gonna have to pull out... I'm just gonna pull out a bunch of bells. Figure of speech. I wasn't sure. Oh, I don't I gotta empty my pockets. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, I gotta empty my pockets. Okay. But your thumb was red. Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, there's quite a few ways you can kind of injure your fingers from video games. You know, it was no joke when, like years and years ago when Mario Party came out, kids were like slightly messing up their hands on certain playing certain mini games too hard. And Nintendo, as a result, ended up, like, they sent out gloves to people, as I recall. And that was because there was like one mini game where people ended up putting, their, like, hands on the stick and rotating it like that. Like 1 minute, Sam Steels, I haven't finished what I'm doing here. This construction stuff, unfortunately, the game does not let you do it with your gates open. So I have to do this first. I don't think I've done a blue plank ramp yet, have I? But it sure looks nice. I think that's the one. Indigo Snap, yeah, hopefully not. I know my thumbs get, like, if I play too much of some video games, and I mean it has to be like more than a few hours of video games for like maybe a day or two in a row, my thumbs will start getting pretty painful, like the joints around my thumbs. Whoops, wrong button there. Okay, so what I need to... Oh, actually I can just go place this. I don't need to empty my pockets right now. Just pretty soon. And once I have this incline placed, that's when I will mechanically be able to open my town's gates. Probably break your hand using the Sega Genesis controller. Gotta curve your finger back to press the equivalent of the trigger buttons. Ooh. That sounds really uncomfortable. Have you used like a arcade stick, Lemony? For anything? I mean, at an arcade cabinet or like on a console? See, this is the basic idea. This is all you gotta do, really. I think this is perfect. I mean, I can mess around with it in the future if I need to. But I'm not gonna overthink it. Oh, it's not terrible, but you think it would hurt after an hour? Sure. Not at home, yeah. Yeah, it took me a long time to pick an arcade stuff. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Oh, that worked. Took me a long time to pick one up. And mostly just because I thought it was like just for fun. It is more fun like if you emulate arcade games or have like collections or things. I mean, probably the same reason you picked up the Genesis controller, right? Like, I'm definitely one of those people who sort of has more fun, even if I'm playing in an emulator, to use a controller similar to the original one. Like for the system of the game I'm playing. I don't like require it, you know, or anything like that. Oh, real arcade at your laundry cleaner, but they got rid of it. That's too bad. I hear those are really disappearing. Like arcades and arcade machines, just unfortunately the maintenance on them ends up being a big problem. And there's just not as many people around who can fix them. And, you know, if they're not bringing in a lot of money, which they probably aren't. It's really cool to me that there are, like, arcades are getting, like, a home resurgence in a lot of ways. Alright, yeah, Dodo code for anyone coming up. Now just a second way in. Oh, was it like blocking a door? Something like that, but, Sega, in addition, you know, they announced their I'm gonna put this into chat here. In addition to their tiny Game Gear Micro, they're doing a little arcade cabinet. 0PC4C. That looks awesome, but it's like 140 bucks or something like that, so no way. I mean, I'd love to get these little cabinets, but I mean, I emulate a lot of stuff on my computer. I'm pretty comfortable doing that. I'm a pretty big fan of, like, how good get yourself a Windows computer or a Mac. Macs are decent. Have most of the good emulators as well. You can really have a good experience playing old games that way. And I mean, like, legitimately as well. You know, picking up collections through Steam and other places. So yeah, Jim Steels, you can... Or sorry, Sam Steels, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Gates are open now. Dodo codes in chat, feel free. When you are ready. Catherine now made a Switch version, but they added a third Catherine named her, and I heard a lot of stuff about that, and that I'm pretty sure it wasn't for the Switch version. That was for like a previous deluxe edition or something like that. But I did hear that they altered more and more of the dialogue around that character to try to like improve how, I guess, kind of transphobic some of the scenes kind of come off with Rin. I think that's that character, right? Catherine's interesting. I'm not too much... I watched like most of the playthrough of it. Definitely seems kind of like an interesting game. Unfortunate that, just from what I heard, I haven't played through it myself, that... yeah, I think Rin is trans. And they're like... the main character's reaction, or somebody, like, ends up being uncool about it. I forget exactly. I did, like, read a bunch of details about it a while ago. And hey, welcome to Glossmount, Sam Steele. From the cute jungle, and you got a pretty nice jungle outfit there. So the axe is waiting for you in my take stuff area. I'm going to run to my bank after I empty my pockets a little bit, and I'll drop some bells for you too. I just need a little pocket space. And I think Lemony is on his way. It's gonna come up as mirror music, but make no mistake. That is chat's one and only. Lemony Cobra. Watch gameplay of the original. Now that there's a trans character, maybe you'll watch again. Yeah. I forget how far into the playthrough of it I got, honestly. That like puzzler mechanic is pretty interesting, but I think it ended up not being like, I think that ended up being what I just got like distracted from or something like that. I don't know, I can have... Puzzle games are one I have sort of a hard time watching people play a lot of the time. Hard for me to like focus on it, to tell you the truth. Although I've like really been meaning to watch some like Tetris people play though. Because I was playing a little more Tetris 99 again, which is so good. I can't believe how good Tetris 99 is, it's ridiculous. Wrong button, again, sorry, new controller. I don't care really about, funny LGBTQ jokes. Well, sure. I think I get you, Lemony. I definitely, I mean, just for myself, it's something I've definitely cared more about over time. You don't have to be the same way in any means. Hello, hello, hello. Here, feel free to take this stuff here, Sam. That's all up for grabs. I'm gonna grab some money, drop it for you, give you a little boost. And I kind of missed that Leaf was here in the town square too. You may want to take advantage of that. Get yourself some bushes. And the flower seeds are good because, I mean, maybe you don't care about the flower breeding. I am not able to go into a lot of detail anyway, frankly. But sorry. Non-native flowers will, like, have a better chance of creating hybrids, I think. So if you end up wanting any of the cool, like, flower hybrids, it's pretty useful to have some non-native seeds handy. Alright, here's a, yeah, big old bag of money for you. So feel free to look around, and I'll also mention this, because it took me a little bit to realize, but your Nook phone map does work on other people's islands. So if you ever want to get a closer look when you're visiting someone, you can bring that up and figure it out. Those you can't pick up, unfortunately. Those are decorations in the back there. There's also resources up here that are up for grabs. I mean, like, theoretically it's so that you can make stuff here if you want to, but, you know, if somebody just grabbed it and went, wouldn't really get mad at them. And, what's up, Lemony? Otherwise, feel free to look around. Able Sisters open. Oh yeah, help yourself to fruit. Pears are my native fruit, so they won't sell for anything here. Everything else will. But yeah, grab any fruit that catches your eye. Reminds me, I think I missed a money tree today, though. And that I do want. No, it's because I messed up a bunch of days. That's okay. Let me think here. I want to go pay off that incline. What, there was a gold rose I wanted to pick? But not there. Here. And, by the way, Sam, you know, of course, feel free to get going whenever you want or need to, but, so it's like just after 9 now. I normally end the daily streams for the weekdays at 10. And I usually, if there's people on my island around then, I do like a fish off or a sea creature catch off or something like that. In the summer, I'll probably try doing a bug off. And hey, Eli. Oh, no problem at all. You're hardly late. Glad that you got to sleep in. It's usually a good thing. I'm of the opinion that most of the time people sleep in, they needed to. Doesn't apply for everyone, but... I'm kinda running around. My island is open currently, so you know. I forgot to put that gold nugget away. That's okay. I'll do it in a little bit. I'm just kinda still running around doing normal daily things. I did a little bit of construction earlier that you're gonna see here. It's a little... Right, can't put that out. A little messy around here. I'm doing one of these diving ramps that's all the rage. Hey Gina, good morning. You love my hat, thank you. I'm a pretty big fan as well. These were just for sale. Enables, yes, still hitting that wrong button for plus. Someday I'll get used to this controller. Someday. What diving thing? Yes, so this is, Mars Girl originally tipped me off to this, that people were doing this. I need to go get a ladder, and I think I'll be able to show it off. But basically, you know, I think, like how everybody has a pier on their island, everybody has a bit of land. Oh hey, Mansour Gaming, hey. How you doing today? Welcome back. I'm just talking about, boy, I really need like a pointer on screen sometimes. Let me grab something here for myself. Ignore that. Paste reference, that's the one. I can get rid of this. I can get rid of this. I've got a bunch of extra stuff in my scene I don't need. Alright, here's a little pointer for me. So up here I'm building a diving platform because everybody's island has this bit of green that goes past out the beach, you see that? And it touches the water directly. No other part of the island. So this is where people are setting up like 2x2, one elevation up, and then building an incline to that. And that lets you run up and jump off and dive into the water. So that is what I started this morning. Unfortunately, it's not gonna, you know, look like anything until tomorrow, really. When the incline finishes and I can decorate it. Lazy day, but you managed to squeeze a couple hours stream. Oh, cool. What did you stream? That's always good when you manage to get one in there, though. Ah, that's right, Hazy. You've got your very nice tiki bar in that location. Yeah. It's pretty much impossible to find people on an island, which is kind of fun. So let's see here. I'm gonna... Batman the Telltale game. Cool. I watched a playthrough of that. See? Can jump in, just like that. Now that'll be better when the incline is done, because then I'll be able to do a flip. And, yeah, for, any newcomers, Sam, at least here, is new to the game. Picked it up a few days ago, I think Sam said. So once you have a wetsuit, you can do a flip into the water by running and pressing A. So that's fun. $5 on sales, very nice. I haven't played through too much of the Telltale stuff myself. I mostly have watched like YouTube or Twitch playthroughs. I did play through Wolf Among Us. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I own a lot of them. Got a bundle at some point. Yeah, you know, normally I'll definitely hesitate before copying like a popular thing going around. Just, you know, thinking about it. But, that's a lot of fun, because something I was saying, like a few times, is in New Leaf, your town had like one spot of cliffs that you could jump into the ocean from, and I was kind of missing that. So this really brings that back for me. And I'll have to put some nice, like, beach accessories around here, I think. Maybe a bench up there, you know, some surfboards. We'll see. Off-topic question, no problem. They are pretty story-rich, sorry, that is true. But yeah, what is the difference between Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield? There's a few. The classic difference between Pokemon versions is that there's just some Pokemon that appear naturally in one, and don't appear at all naturally in the other. That's like the first one. Which means that in order to finish your Pokédex, you do need to trade with the other version. I think the DLC actually mixed in a lot of those, so I'm not sure what the current, like, situation is. But that's just, that's pretty traditional for Pokemon games, that you'll need to trade for some, like, you know, if you have Sword, you'll need to trade to get some Shield exclusive ones. If you have Shield, you'll need to trade for some Sword exclusive ones. The other big difference is there's one unique gym to each. I think it's the 4th gym leader. I kind of forget, it's the 3rd, 4th, or 5th one. One of those is different. In Sword, I want to say you get a Ghost gym leader. And in Shield, maybe it's a normal type gym leader. I played through Shield, but I don't remember very well because I didn't find out until later that that was different between them. And then of course also the other very big classic difference is the legendary Pokemon on the cover is exclusive to that version. I mean, that goes back to like the first thing I said. Oh yeah, hey, welcome Sam, I hope you had a good time. Hope you feel like you got a nice booster. You bought the table? Good. Which one should you get? The classic way of determining that is just looking at the covers and asking yourself which legendary you'd prefer to have, you know, like, permanently. Because generally, like, completing your Pokédex, the way I did that is my friend traded me his legendary from Sword, but then I traded it back, you know. So that is, like, kind of the classic way, is just looking at the covers and being like, I like the Sword dog more, or, in my case, I have reasons, but I think Shields are very cool and the best. So I was like, yeah, Shield dog. You know, if you want to get more in-depth with it, you can look into which Pokemon are, like, natural to each version. But if you're going to be going for, like, a Pokédex completion, then it doesn't matter so much, because you'll just end up getting them sooner or later. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice thing about it, is that, it's really to taste. I mean, people will say one version is better than the other, but it's really preference. As far as I'm concerned. You might want to look into the gym leader difference as well. You know, it's not going to change much about the game or anything like that. And just the other thing to note, though, Eli, with Sword and Shield, is if you get that, be careful about picking up the DLC if you get the DLC. Because unfortunately, like, if you get Shield, you have to get the Shield expansion pass. And if you get Sword, you have to get the Sword expansion pass. Even though they give you basically the same thing, they're sold as, like, separate DLC, and Nintendo's apparently being, like, real crotchety about people mistakenly buying the wrong DLC, unfortunately. Expensive, like $100 to buy both, yeah. Loving the paw shoes. I love the paw slippers as well. I have a lot of fun swimming in them. They look good in the water. You know, maybe I'll pick up one of these quilted jackets and some corduroy. I love corduroy pants. I don't think I have any corduroy pants anymore, though. I used to wear a lot of corduroy pants. Yeah, there's, Back in the day, I used to buy both versions of a Pokemon generation. But also back in the day, I had, like, 2 Game Boys so that I could trade with myself. in theory so that I could finish the Pokédex on my own, but I never ended up doing that. And hey, Angel. Morning to you. You think they look like they're getting soggy in the water? That's a good point. That is actually why I usually take a lot of, like, the socks off before I get in the water. And other things. Yeah, something about, like, swimming with the socks on does kind of bother me. I do imagine them being, like, really super damp. Poor paws. Ugh. I wish I could eat something here. I gotta start giving presents, I guess. I'm just gonna drop my full thing of sticks here, though. I wouldn't, like, they should do, there should be flippers, for sure, as like a shoe item, if that's not already in there. I'll grab those later, then. Let's see. I don't think I got my bottle recipe yet today, though. Let's, do a quick look around for them. Maybe see who's crafting today as well. Ah, I should have looked for that before Sam left. Might have been able to help him out with a couple more recipes. You know, if I end up getting copies of things, oh well. I'm still, like, so thankful to people for helping me out with, grabbing recipes yesterday, though. Really has been, like, so nice to run past that and not see, whoops. Yeah, I gotta figure out that lost item first. It was another candy one. Oh, I'm gonna try Bob. I think it might be Bob's. Oh, hey, see you, Lemony. Thanks for coming over. I hope you had a fun time as well. I finished my coffee, which means I have to switch to water now. Yeah, let me look at this again. This sounded, something that smells delicious and probably full of sugar. I think that's gotta be Bob. You were welcome to hang out more. I got my, you know, I kept my gates closed to start there so that I could get that stuff done, but, no worries. No worries. The gates are still open. If I close them, obviously, I'll update chat and all that. But I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Alright, is this yours, Bob? I gotta know. Bert. Oh, man. Oh, and he thinks it belongs to Al. No way. The last lost item was Al's, I'm pretty sure. And I was about to check with him. Man, but really though, if Gnome Botnik, like, burst in here and inverted my little Animal Crossing... Oh, that'd be amazing. It would be amazing. I do want to, I am interested in finding, I think I said it before, but I'm definitely interested in finding more games with, Twitch integration. Oh, nice, Eli. Yeah, I haven't seen Pirate Gulliver yet. In fact, I got regular Gulliver, like, 2 days ago. After the patch, but that's okay. That's pretty cool, though. I can't wait to meet him. And he just sat down on his floor, so I can't give him anything. Thanks, Al. Thanks. You will now be called in this chat, Lemony Gnome. Yeah, you got, that's pretty good branding. You can do a lot with that, honestly. Lot of room to work with that. Yeah, so I'll just real quick, when I was setting up the Twitch integration for the Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer, the way that works is that you tell it what chat to join, and you have to give it like a Twitch authorization for an account. Just call you Lemon. I guess I'll just leave that for now. I'll put that ladder back in a minute. As long as it's growing, it's fine. All the normal home notes have crudely drawn on heads. Pretty fine. Oh, I guess I can put this on. And bam, extra space. So at first when I set up the Twitch integration for the randomizer, it was actually just using my account. So when you'd use commands, it would just be like my name saying you used this or person used that. And that's fine, there's like nothing wrong with doing it that way, really. But I thought to myself, you know, gosh, don't I have an old Twitch account from like before they gave you the ability to change your name, so I had to make a new account. Like the reason, like I have a Twitch account from before Manx-a-lot was a word in my head. And please organize my inventory. It is organized though. My tools are all here. My resources are all here. Gifts are all here. And then the rest is daily chaos. Including the trash. It's kinda organized. I'll do what I can about that, but this to me, I know where things are. We're all gonna have different levels of organization we want that to be at. And it's funny because, I was looking over Mars Girl's shoulder yesterday, and she opened her inventory up, and I was like, how do you know where anything is? It looked random to me. Now, I didn't actually say anything, so maybe she has a system that I'm not aware of. But it was like, almost like, you know, looking at somebody's computer desktop, and it's just like overflowing with icons. That's the one that always really bothered me. Seeing someone's computer with, just overflowing desktop icons. So it wouldn't even actually be possible to pick out everything. I just keep my desktop hidden, actually. I use it occasionally, but on Windows I have it set not to show any icons. And then, like, every couple of months I open it up as a folder, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta delete most of these things. My downloads folder is the one that's really messy. I have a lot of trouble, like, sorting and emptying my, my downloads folder. Ends up being just like a weird archive. Okay. I think that's... yeah. Oh, and just if I like trailed off right before finishing what I was talking about before. But anyway, yeah, I had an old Twitch account from before they let you change your usernames. But now they do. So I logged back into that and I made that the Gnome Botnik account. Which I don't know if there's anything else I can really do with a second Twitch account. I'm not going to use it to boost people's follows, I'll just be upfront about that. I don't need to get myself or anyone else in trouble for, like, botting follows. But I'll definitely be looking for other Twitch integration. When you harvest your orchard, you always get the cherries and the apples, red, then the orange. Circle, shake the peach tree, because it looks like the orange, and they all morph into the other. That's pretty specific. There's nothing wrong with doing things a certain way. When you delete your search history, and your friends cancel coming over. To be honest, I'm not quite seeing the connection there, but... Finally put this gold nugget away. I don't even know what to do with the next 30 minutes or so. I might start burrowing. I might start tunneling through some land though. I do need to get working on that. Got all these presents to give. That's true. You are an orchard, or an ordered mess. Well, you know, if it does cause you distress, then that's no good. It helps you. I mean, this is some obvious talk. But, that might, you know, that might be something that needs management. Might need some, like, management with that, if it's going too far. Definitely out of my place to say, or, you know, like, inject, or, wait, what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know, but, I don't want to go out on any limbs, really. I'm sorry if it's, you know, a bad time for you, though. Alright, I'm gonna give some presents, and I might end up doing some landscaping. Get them closed in one line. Oh, I almost did. Alright, I'm not gonna get talked into organizing this very often. Be truthful with you, but I'll do it once in a while. Oh, I get what you mean. Worked hard to get rid of a trace of anything personal, and then your friends cancel. Yeah, that's a bad feeling. I've definitely been in a couple of situations of, like, cleaning and getting ready. You know, just to have people end up canceling. Definitely frustrating when it happens. Gotta get rid of these mini cactus sets. And, I guess I will close my gates to get ready for construction. Unless someone wants to hop over. Wait, why do I have to get rid of the mini cactus sets? Huh? I probably, just leapfrogged, but that was the context again. But it makes it hard for you to get to it. Yeah, I forget what we're talking about, sorry. Hide everything always? Well, that's one option. I feel like I might have given Monty a Cavalier shirt before. Maybe he wants a ball. Actually, I bet he wants some, fragrance sticks. Yeah, he seems to like that. I should probably pick some of those up IRL. Let's see, Fuchsia should be awake now, too. I would think. Yes, good. I should have filled my water bottle up earlier. That was my mistake. What's the latest? Aw, thanks, Fuchsia. This is... I can relate. Sometimes when you've been through stuff, you just kind of hope you can... you can get some kind of use out of it for other people. I did. I certainly did. It saves several syllables. I mean, let me tell you, I'm always gonna say AFK instead of away from keyboard, because that's a weird one to say out loud. I'm only gonna say like LOL sarcastically though, probably. IAC, I'm not sure about that one. Oh. And yeah, look at how good Fuchsia looks in that. Oh, I did watch some 8-Bit Drummer yesterday, by the way, before he ended his stream. Really liked, when he did that Sonic Adventure theme. You can guess. That was very cool. You want Diana. Is that another deer? I'm not sure. Not sure I'm familiar. Oh, pretty deer, okay. Thanks, Lemony. I agree with both those. No, but definitely. I think you're a cool guy. And what's going on, Soleil? Yeah, it's fun, let me tell you, I actually am enjoying, genuinely, making content. Wait, I have 2 balls now. When did I get the other one? I haven't had a creative outlet in a long time. And even just, like, messing with the overlays is pretty fun for me. You know, trying to produce these little shows is pretty fun for me. I'd like to, like, I really do want to develop it more, maybe have more sort of marked out segments. The first part was a lie. No way. No way. Baby panda, how could you, Soleil? So messed up. Let's see what these... I wonder if these are the 2 same balls. Oh. The switch up on Mansour Gaming. We were hoping a villager would leave, but instead of the leaving dialogue, it just gave you a lantern. RIP. Yeah, it's funny, there's like really no rules on what you... I don't know. We have all of these like 3-letter shortened words. It's just anything goes on whether you should say them letter by letter or as one word, or what's like hip or what's gonna make you sound like a boomer trying to be hip. I know I'm gonna fall on the wrong side of that one more and more. Rip instead. Oh yeah, who are you trying to, who are you trying to get to leave right now, Mansour? It is always funny when, someone's trying to... I mean, it works out nicely. And it ends up somebody's, you know, trying to, get someone to move out and there's somebody else looking for that one to move in. I didn't give Bob anything, right? Just check the, yeah. Alright, hey, no problem, Elijah. Thanks so much for coming by today. Take care out there. Is it Gerald? No, it's Goose. What is Goose, like, actually a goose? I'm sort of curious about that. Villager Goose. Oh. Huh. Is there a bot for that? I mean, I'm guessing there must be. I haven't looked into if there's, like, Twitch bots with Animal Crossing functions. That would be neat. A chicken. Yeah. Alright, so pretty much. Seems like the chickens are mostly pretty unpopular. Oh, sweet. I've got a hot dog hat around somewhere. Thanks, Bob. I wonder if I can get him... Guess I can't. I mean, I can give that to him now, but I shouldn't. Okay. White chicken, but always looks angry. Well, that's gonna be up somebody's alley, I have no doubt. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the chickens. They're okay. And I feel like that, for me, has a lot to do with, like... I don't really like chickens very much in real life. I mean, I don't find them, like, cute. I don't want to be around them, etc. Is that a... no, that's a sheep costume. Can I sort? Do I just have to page through this? Like a normal white chicken with a red comb. Okay. I think it's called Isabel Says. Alright, thanks for the tip, Mansour. I'm gonna look for that. That sounds like a fun and useful thing to have around. Okay, where'd this, Oh, it's in my pockets, isn't it? I'm being ridiculous. Wait, what's the good way to do this? Hold on a second. There's a smart way to do this. I think. I'm gonna change hats. Get my hot dog hat on. No, that's in here. And I think if I just take these off, then they will warp into my storage. Just want the first two on your island to leave because their houses are the default. Yeah, I've heard about that problem. Wonderful. Excellent. But no characteristics to their home. That's a bummer. They, I really hope that there's a patch later on. Like, let us pay to upgrade villager homes or something. I would be all on board for that. Red Paws would make this. I don't think... let me check. I think I have, like, blue and purple. I don't know, actually, what all the colors are of these. Oh, I do have brown. Brown would look pretty good. I'll switch to brown in a second if I remember to. Oh. Alright. Yeah, come 10 o'clock is approaching. I gotta get this recipe. Right, I'm right here at Crook's house. Gotta talk to him. Gotta get this standard umbrella stand recipe. Yeah, see, I could have dropped that for Sam earlier. Unfortunate. Or someone else. Fashion police are rolling up. No way. I don't... No jurisdiction here. Anything goes. Alright, I just have too many of these. Any water yet? Real close. Yeah. Why not just call it an orb? Orb. Whoa! A ball! Okay, I was just that way. Alright. Slippers. I'm pretty sure these should be in... Yeah, there they are. That does match pretty well. Now change. I was already on that, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, O'Hare was running around somewhere. When he face chill. Oh man. I gotta do stretches or something again. Stretching in the morning's really good. That's a really good habit. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your furniture. I think that's to a very limited degree have I been able to choose my furniture. Very limited. That's okay. Have, yeah, have this gold rose. Cake face. Angel face. Angel food cake face? Is that? I'm just putting words together now. Need more variety of species on your island. You got a chicken, koala, a fox, 3 mice, 2 frogs, and 2 bears, mansour. Not bad. But yeah, I like a good variety myself as well. Cake. Cake face. Not sure what the message there is really meant to be. Yeah, I don't know if he's actually trying to call you cake or not, because that would be really out of left field. Calling you a cobra face. Not sure what you're talking about, Lemony. Look at that, like, where does this bench come from? Where does this bench come from? Why am I not allowed to sit on this bench? Whose town is this? Who can I talk to about this? Yeah, I'm guessing if you are calling Angel Cake, probably best not to. Definitely not her name. Always good to call people by their preferred names. Easy and good. You know what Cake is, though? Pretty solid band. Well, I don't know about it anymore, actually. It used to be one of my favorite bands. I mean, some of their old records are still some of my favorite music. Last few albums by Cake, though, I thought were not... Well, they just weren't so up my alley. The Frank... okay. What am I doing? I've done a lot around. Apparently I'm missing like 3 neighbors still. I think I'm gonna hop across... Oh, I need... Hold on, I'm gonna grab my ladder back, actually. I'm gonna have the facing... I really don't know what's happening. And I'm not saying that to try to, like, get out of responsibility, because I will moderate. You know, obviously y'all know I will moderate as necessary. Just don't know why people are saying face to each other. But now you're making faces, and I do like that. I like good ASCII faces. I'm a big fan of, like, the enormous variety of faces that people can type out these days, actually. Well, there's a face in there, I see that one. So the thing I've been thinking about, and I know I was talking about this before, and I'm not going to have time to do too much here, but my next big project that I'm trying to figure out is I think I want to cut an access path all the way through here and back through here in order to have another point to get to Red's Beach back there. And that could, like, hit here. It doesn't have to hit over there. So the challenge of this is that, first of all, it has to be started on the, like, sea floor level. Which, like, took me way too long to realize that I couldn't start up here and dig down. Unfortunately. In terms of the landscaping, anyway. Hold on, let me... can I close those from here? No, I have to run back there. Invent ARMS? Yeah, but is that a character from ARMS, Nintendo's new video game? I played a bit of that ARMS character in Smash, the new one. Actually seems really solid. Thought she felt really good to play. ARMS an old man. So the other challenge of, like, trying to cut up through here that I've been thinking, though, is basically once I get up here... ARMS is old, it's true, it's actually like 3 years old or something now. I think that was a launch year one. And, in fact, it's one of those where, like, I own a copy of that, and if I'm being truthful, I only bought that because it was launch year, and there wasn't a ton. Switch is really strong, and I'll, like, definitely up through that launch year. I was, like, defending how many games were on it, but, in hindsight, you know, definitely took a bit. Definitely took a bit. And that's, like, super normal for consoles. I think I'm gonna start trying to chip away through here, actually. Got rid of all the hills in the back area. I think you're gonna place hills elsewhere. I like that idea, Mansour. That's one thing that has been on my mind, like, somewhat as I've done things, is, like, really redoing a lot of the topography like that. Since the island, like, pretty much the island generation seems to be set up so that it's tall at the back and, you know, flat at the front. And that's fine. But you know, everybody wants to like put their spin on it, right? And I know I've ended up like making more changes than I really thought I would. I thought I was gonna play this kind of with more of the boundaries like self-imposed from the old games on myself. But I've been having way more fun getting into the terraforming and stuff. Do what I want. Infinite arms. I see. You know, and it really seemed like a solid game, to tell you the truth. It just didn't quite catch me. Something about the movement in it just kind of frustrating. And, you know, they did a good thing where, like, they really encouraged people to play with the Joy-Con motion controls, but it was completely not required. You could play with, like, a Pro Controller, or you could play with Joy-Cons attached, I think, like in portable mode. Which, boy, I wish they were that good about giving you options with things like Pokemon Let's Go. I know people aren't like big fans of that, but you know what I think would have improved it? Letting you play it with a Pro Controller. And I mean, I had an okay time playing through it, but anyway. Yeah, coming up on the last few minutes here, but I do want to get started on here and just see how it goes for a little bit. I think about like playing ARMS sometimes, but it's like there really are just too many games, and like oddly, there's actually like way too many fighting games that I'm interested in playing. I gotta do something about that one. 1-2 switch, more like 1-2 ditch. Kinda. That would be another one that I picked up. Only played maybe twice with friends, and I'm still waiting for that theoretical perfect opportunity where people are over and want to play a game. I really agree with people so much in hindsight that, like, they should have found, like, they should have, like, maybe cut a few things from that and made it a pack-in. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's? Never played it still. I've seen playthroughs of, like, the first two, I think. Definitely the style of gaming, personally, that I like. That's definitely the type of game I like to watch other people play. And not myself. Oh, I know, there's like, what, like 4 or 5 main ones and then a bunch of spin-offs? Yeah, I don't even know how many it's gotten up to, like, entirely. Oh, really? All main ones? Yeesh. Alright, well that's more than I realized. I thought they, Oh, interesting. You can actually go, So... Oh, okay, so there is one spin-off at least. Hello and goodbye, just saying hey. Hey, Mars Girl. No problem. I know you guys were up late last night, so thanks for coming in. No worries. Joke's on you, Nintendo has a 50% non-online party game True Gamers don't have. I don't know. A little trouble parsing that, but I think I get the idea of it. You know, the one thing that I really wish... I mean, there's a few features that I really would like the Switch to get. And one of them is... Wait, no, I'm doing this all wrong. I guess I should be really wrapping up, but I'm gonna keep talking for a little bit. I'm not... I keep saying it, I don't have a PS4 or an Xbone. So I'm like... I only know about those really from, like, watching other people with them, or from just reading. I do read, like, press releases about stuff because I'm a big dork. Like staying up on the PS4 and the PS5 and Xbox news, even though I'm probably not going to get either. And I think both the PS4 and Xbox One maybe have like a virtual second player thing. So when you have a game that only has local multiplayer, you can still play it with people over the internet, and it'll just do like a virtual second controller. And that's something that you can do on PC as well. And I wish like more than anything that Switch had that feature as well. That's what I'm thinking, Mars Girl. I'm getting started on this with like two sort of ideas of either doing the dig site still over here, but also trying to get to this beach back here. But I do have to call it for today. I don't know if I'm going to work on this like tonight, or if I'm just going to work on it during the stream. I couldn't tell you for sure. Wow, that is so many, Angel. Okay, see, I knew the numbered ones went up to 4, and I guess I did think that the other ones were like not main titles. And I mean, spin-offs don't necessarily mean that they're like not in canon. Although maybe spin-off is the wrong word for it in that case. But I guess I'm thinking of something like Kingdom Hearts, where there's, you know, like a dozen non-numbered games, or they have like crazy numbers, but they're all like plot. Yeah, maybe it's just a problem with terminology. I guess I just meant like non-numbered ones, but if they're all in the main thing, that's pretty interesting. I really had no idea that there were that many by this point. I'd heard about, like, I've heard the names of most of those. Definitely heard about Pizza Sim and VR. Not sure about the other ones. Yeah, I don't know, I got a few things to catch up watching playthroughs of. Conceivably I might watch some more of those, but it would depend on who's playing them for sure. Well, hey, thanks everyone for joining me today. Let's go take a look and see who is live on Twitch right now. World has lore, but the rest of the game is cheesy. I mean, I thought that was kind of part of the thing. I mean, I know it started as like, you know, sort of like, you know, fairly low budget. So leaning into the, I don't know that much about it. FNAF 80s edition, breaking news. Stop partnering with a merchandise company for accidentally releasing an unreleased. Huh. Someone accidentally released something, huh? What I'm getting from that? Like, nobody's on Twitch right now. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know anything about that. That's a big whoopsie. That's a pretty enormous whoopsie. Oh, thanks, man, Sour Gaming. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna send... Oops, that's the wrong button, but I'm gonna send a raid to Calypso Vibes. She's playing Minecraft Dungeons right now, which seems like a really solid Diablo clone, actually. I could maybe buy that when it gets really cheap. Looks pretty decent. Hey, bye-bye, Lemony. Bye-bye, everyone. I hope everybody's got a great day. Take care out there. Do be safe. Probably don't buy any Funko Pops unless you really have to. Not to tell anyone what to do, but yeah, okay, in a few seconds we're gonna go raid Calypso Vibes channel. You have so many. Alright, no judgment. They're not for me, but I'm not gonna judge anyone. Alright, take care. Have a good day. Enjoy your Funko Pops.